We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the former national champion and National Player of the Year. What a run for Jay Williams.
If you want to tell the fans more about my accolades, I'm not going to stop you, but I think the attention should be focused on the game this evening. Let's pay attention to the court.
Jay, these 10 players on the court are ready to go, and so are we. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Kyrie across the timeline. Down three. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And Kawhi Leonard, good on the quick release there.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
It goes down.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he... had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Irving to Dinwiddie. Fires the three. Won't go down. To Williams. Nothing going here on that drive. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
Leonard. Wide open look, won't go.
The defense has to find a way to become mentally present in this ball game. Another open look, the offense is picking them apart.
To Irving. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Shot clock violation. Clippers have the basketball. George, yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
The assist from number 40,
To Durant. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play.
merchandise when you purchase 3 or more items at one of our arena stores. This offer is only valid during today's game, so take advantage of this great opportunity. Two minutes left in the first quarter.
For 3, second effort. Jordan. That's a 24-second violation. Beverly to Leonard. Beverly. He made his first effort, but not that time. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Has a look. Patrick Beverly looking good. 4 for 5.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Right in his wheelhouse. 2 points for DeAndre Jordan.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Good boy, good boy. Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
To Jordan. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
To Leonard. Strong finish for Paul George. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Williams. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys down big. That no good. Off the mark. Kawhi Leonard. He's now 4 for 6.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
That misses with 3 seconds left. We're through 1 at Staples Center with the Clippers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on E. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Wins tonight
George. Prince there for the rebound. And that one out of bounds off a net. It's the Clippers with the possession now. George. Going to launch beyond the arc. He took the bait and he hits.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Not that time. To Harkless. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Paul George. A pass stolen by the Nets. Great feed. Sets it up. And the basket good at the rim.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Paul George. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Turns and slams it down.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
The assist from number 4.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Lets it fly from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. A fundamental shot right there.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Williams. Beyond the arc for 3. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. Here's a chance from long range. He drills the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. From long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
That boy's living his best life.
Over to the right side. Irving. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Williams. Runner here, won't go. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the Clippers able to clear the board. Gets it in the left corner. Fires the 3. It's good. Something tells me they'll give him that shot again.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Irving. And the rebound brought down by Harrell. Williams across the timeline. Under a minute to go before halftime. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Irving, he was all over him. To Harkless. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Leonard, great pass to set it up. A big finish at the rim.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Irving with the basketball. Down a bundle. Fires the three. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
That misses with a second to go. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. It's LA Clippers ball. George, yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
For three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
George. DeAndre Jordan with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Irving, good for three.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Leonard. George, it's good, and he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a four-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Count that one, and a four-point trip. Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. Shakes free and hits.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Nothing going here on that drive. A pass stolen by the Nets. Clippers have it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the...
A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
Beverly into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Going to launch beyond the arc. Never dare Patrick Beverly. It's a wide open three.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report though. Start denying him the ball.
Driving right to the basket. Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Substitution being made in this one. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. To Irving. 4-3. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
To Irving. Paul George swats it. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Doc Rivers making some changes to his lineup. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
And Jay, they called the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. 2 minutes left
Irving.
in the third quarter.
He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Runner here won't go down. Beverly.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First free throw is good. Missed the middle one. One more coming.
For the Brooklyn Nets. Number 2, Torian Prince. And number 00.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers, so the Nets hold on to the possession. Clippers have got it. Williams. And finishes strong.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy, because leads can evaporate quickly.
Patrick Beverly pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Lou Williams. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Add 2 points to the board.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
He'll get it down low to Harold and finishes strong.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Oh, emphatic slam.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Williams. Lou Williams. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Three-quarters down, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the 4th quarter, and they have really not shown up tonight. This has been a very disappointing performance.
I mean, they've been outplayed in every facet of the game. Shooting, rebounding, even taking care of the ball. Even the managers of the opposing team are running out there faster to clean up the floor than their managers are.
Count the basket at the rim.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Strong finish for Paul George. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
They'll get it down to Leonard, and look out.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Kevin Durant sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Durant. It's no good. Shots not going down.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Beverly. Whoa! What a finish!
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
To Leonard. Beyond the arc for 3. Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for 3.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Durant across the timeline. His guys down big. And stuffs it home.
I see this happen so much in the game. Just because a guy beats you off the dribble doesn't mean that you need to quit on the play. Stay in there, continue to be physical, even if you're behind the play.
Throws it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something, get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Durant, not easy.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
That's out. Last touch by Jared Allen. LA Clippers with the basketball. Beverly to Paul George. Shot from the lane won't go. Beverly to George. Here's a chance from long range, working hard on the glass. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Jordan, down low. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Lou Williams. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
Leonard. How's this for a hot start? He's 5 of 5 from three-point range.
And I get mesmerized every time I watch him shoot. Great release, up and down, comes down in the same spot every time.
Down to 5 on the 24. Irving. Another chance to Irving. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Irving. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
Rises for the slam. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Kyrie with the rock.
Subbing in for the Brooklyn Nets, number 8, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Take stock of the floor. Irving. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his follow through.
No good. Straight on three. At the buzzer, it's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.